So the second leg of the quarterfinals is upon us on Thursday. Will Pereira go with the A team, or is he going to rotate? Welcome to the preview for Forest versus Porto. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to the preview where coming up we're going to be talking about injuries, players, tactics, formations, all that good stuff, argue it away, and then Pereira's going to do what he does. So make sure you've hit the like button, make sure you've subscribed as well, make sure to check out the Footy Network, our second channel. I've got my weekend predictions coming up either later today or tomorrow morning, so have your alerts on for that. But the more important game for me is this Thursday. Actually, Burnley's pretty damn important as well. We win that, we could be safe. We really could. But I want to get to the semi-finals of this Europa League. We got away with it last Thursday. We didn't score a goal, but we came away with a draw. Make that make sense. But it was a good result in the end. I was happy with the draw. I was happy with 2 draws in our last games. But now this is the week where I'm only going to be happy with 2 W's. A win against Porto and a win against Burnley. And it starts this week. And I don't want this bloody rotation thing going on, this feeling that is Pereira just trying to throw it so we can focus on the league and all that stuff. Well, you know what? We're undefeated in 4 in the league. Okay, one of them has been a win. But still, it sounds good, doesn't it? So I 100% think we go with the A team. And when I'm talking about A team, I'm not saying that we have an A team per se. I mean, after all, we are 16th in the league. But there are certain things that are no-goes for me, and we'll talk about that in the team sheet in just a second. And we've also got the psychological advantage. Porto have not beaten us, and they lost to us at the City Ground earlier on this season, so we've got that in our back pocket as well. Okay, you could argue Midtjylland beaten us a couple of times as well, but they went out to us, but such is life. So look, I'm really excited for this one. I can't wait for it. Probably Villa waiting for us, but don't write off Bologna. They're really good away from home. So let's see how this one goes. But let's start with this team sheet because there will be changes. I'm not naive enough to think that he's not going to make any. But I think there's certain players that need to play and certain that maybe should be rotated. And that rotation may help in keeping everyone fresh, making sure they're not tired. Sick of hearing that. The first one that I think we're definitely going to see change is Ortega in for Sels. Sels is brilliant against Villa, but it's starting to me to feel like to me even that he's decided that he's going to have a cup keeper and a league keeper. It looks like Sels is the league keeper and Ortega is the cup keeper. If he decided that Ortega is the league keeper and Sels is the cup keeper, I don't mind. I'm happy with both keepers. That backline doesn't change. The one person who needs to buck up his ideas a bit is Murillo. He's got to focus on this game and he's got to have one of his usual performances, not what we've seen in the last week. And then in midfield, Anderson, he could do with stepping up a little bit. Since the international break, his performances haven't been quite perfect. And I think it's probably going to see Sangare maybe rotate. Couple of changes that I think we'll see. I think he's going to rest Gibbs-White, quote unquote rest Gibbs-White. I think he's going to risk that. I don't know what he's going to do with the wingers. He can't bring on Ndoye, but he might. Backwell, I don't mind seeing a little bit of Backwell, but I can't see that either. I don't know. I think McAtee will come into the 10. Sangare goes and Dominguez comes in potentially. I mean, Sangare wasn't good in that first half and sharpened up in the second half against Villa. And then Hudson-Odoi, I think he'll save Hudson-Odoi for Burnley. I think we may see something like this. I'm not for Ndoye playing, don't get me wrong, but I think this might be what he does. Now, what's interesting is Jesus started the league match. Chris Wood started the European game against Porto. He probably does the same thing again. Goes Wood to start this one, which would mean Jesus is starting against Burnley. I think he's got these 2 players the wrong way around. If I'm being honest with you, Jesus has shone more in the Europa League than he has in the Premier League. So I would start him in the Europa League and I'd have Chris Wood in the Premier League because he's scored the goals he scored in the Premier League. I think Pereira goes with that. But if it was me, I'd start Jesus for this one. I think I would. I'd go Jesus up front. That's probably the team I go with, apart from Ndoye. A mix of what Pereira may do, a mix of my decisions as well. Am I confident that's good enough? Hell yeah, we can do this, chat. We can do this. So, what's the key to this game? I think the crowd are going to be the key to this game. Let's just remember where we are here. We're in the quarterfinals with a chance to get into the semi-finals of the Europa League. We are 2 match ties away after this from being back in the Champions League. Let that sink in. It's a short road to the Champions League. Porto in our way, potentially Villa in our way after that, and then a final against, don't know who's going to end up in it. But that's it. And then we're back where we belong. 3rd star incoming next season. I've been saying it for a while. I don't know. I just feel we've tried to throw this in the last 2 legs so hard that we're almost like, it feels like we're going to win this. It really does. But this is Forest and we're going to do this the hard way, aren't we? I would not be surprised if this went to extra time and penalties, you know, and all that good stuff. Well, not good stuff for us, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just excited for this game and I'm predicting a win. We have to go through. I don't want to go another 30 plus years without European football. And if we get past this one, this will be the furthest we got because this is the stage we got to of Bayern Munich all those years ago. I'm going Forest win in normal time. And you know what? I'm going to say 3-1. I just got a feeling this is meant to be our year. Yeah, that will get clipped up if it doesn't happen. I don't care. I want to be an excited fan and I want to enjoy this Thursday. So I'm going 3-1. Now, in terms of Porto, you know, Samu's still out. They didn't really have much of a threat against us. I really do think, even away from home, had we put out a stronger team, we probably would have won that game. So put out the strongest team. And if you feel the need to rotate Pereira, get the game done in 60 minutes. Get us a 2-3 goal lead. Then rotate. We should be able to beat Burnley on Sunday. I mean, it's Forest. You never can trust Forest to do these things, right? But these players should be able to play this Thursday and this Sunday. If they can focus their minds for 2 games, that could define our season. We could be safe and we could be on our way to a semi-final in the Europa League. So let's get it done. 3-1 to Forest. I'm being positive on this game. Jesus will score. Ndoye will get one. Don't know how. And as long as Morata doesn't play, I'll see you guys in the semi. Well, actually, I'll see you for the watch along for it tomorrow. So make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed, get your score predictions in, and follow us over on our second channel, the Footy Network. Much love to all of you that are doing it already. We'll see you tomorrow. Come on, you Reds.